Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back with another episode of The Witcher 3. Let's get into the game. Last episode was a little short, I will admit. So, find the agent called Hendrik. Locked. Interesting. So this whole area was...
Village wasn't plundered. Hut wasn't looted. These weren't raiders or thieves.
The Wild Hunt was here to kill Hendrik. And it would be a great time to just check out all these places and loot, but honestly, I don't think it's worth your time. Locked. Interesting. I just don't feel like you get enough for what you're working towards. This is like a fishing net hanging in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what happened to Hendrik here.
Tortured him. Maybe they missed something.
Let's start with the boots.
Should check his boots. Blood. Congealed. Key hidden in his boot. Gotta fit a keyhole. Somewhere nearby, hopefully.
So, of his shirt and his trousers, the trousers was definitely the one I didn't want to search. So I took the boots because I probably didn't want to search his shirt either.
There's a draft. Gotta be a space under this rubble. Guess I should do some cleaning.
Unlocked. Open. And are we jumping down? Or are we walking down? Guess we're jumping down. So, we're looking for the daughter of the Bloody Baron, who I suspect may have just run away. Examine the candle.
Interesting.
We've seen ignite and extinguish quite a lot. So I could see how people would think that said extinguish if they just looked not carefully enough.
A ledger. Payment for a sack of grain. Amount due for a charcoal shipment. Hendrik was masquerading as a merchant. What's this? Notes among the ledger entries. Clever. Interesting headings.
Missing and wanted, drunken swine, clash with the witch, caution advice. Let's see missing and wanted.
Missing and wanted. Subject appeared in Skellige, also cited in Novigrad. Appearance unchanged. Ashen hair, scar on her face. Avoids contact with others.
Drunken swine?
Drunken swine. So-called Baron hosted subject at his castle, or should I say, illegally appropriated fort. Reason unknown. Talked to Baron at Crow's Perch.
So that's the Bloody Baron he's talking about, and missing and wanted is Cecile. Or was it Cerelia? I forgot her name. The little girl that's grown up now that we're looking for. Clashed with a witch.
Clashed with a witch. Subject landed in swamp, encountered a witch. Conflict ensued. Cause unknown. Find the witch. Talk to the peasantry. Village of Midcops.
So that might be Yennefer he's talking about, or another witch.
Caution advised. I'm being observed. Don't know by whom or why. Unsettling signs. Dog ran off. Water in bucket froze solid. Strange glow observed in the sky. Ill omen, peasants say.
So he had time to write these notes, then hide these notes while the wild hunt was coming.
Somehow they learned Hendrik was looking for Ciri. Thus the torture.
Ciri.
I'm too late. My only leads, the Baron and some witch. Damn.
And somebody... looked like somebody was watching us over here. Quest complete. New quest. Apparently I can't. Close that. I shouldn't have drank in that water. I need to... let's see. If we look at the map, we have the quest, the Bloody Baron, which has been by default given to us. So it might be nice to go over here and get the notice board too. We already cleared out that bandit camp. We'll probably bypass that area. The problem we're at right now, if I can use some poor English, is that even these locations might very well be way too high of a level for us, and we might need to follow the story for a while, which is always a difficulty because then we might make a mistake and accidentally progress the story past the point of no return. Let's see. This is the inventory if I want to compare items. Why can't I compare it? Left trigger. Okay, that's how you compare. This one would be slightly better, but not really. And then those are with weapon repair kit. We somehow got that. And I think all of this stuff is just garbage. Yep. Getting more books, getting more letters. We have bombs. So I'm gonna see the holy oils for that quest. Well, I wanted, we picked up a key and then we used the key, which makes me believe that this key hasn't actually been used yet. We may need to go back and try and find a place to use it later on. So alchemy, I probably can't make anything. It would be nice if I could. I need calcium to make the grape shot. And then crafting. Apparently I can craft ingots by myself. I'm not sure if that's helpful to make ingots or silver plates or any of those things. I'm missing elements to make the bolts, which would be the stuff I would like to craft. and I'm missing components for all of that. So there is nothing I can craft. So Saria here has been updated. We see what she looks like. Let's see. Nope. And we could read all of this. But sadly, because now we know that she looks like this, we don't get the picture of her as a little girl. Dandelion still hasn't shown up. The Emperor guy. Eskel showed up for like a second. Hendrik is dead, but he gets his own little thing. Triss Marigold was the girl that in the second game we dated because we had amnesia, and Yennefer I think was the girl we've been looking for since the first game. Tutorials, all kinds of tutorials. Let's see if we can find one for, let's see, weapons, crossbow. Press the right bump to let loose a bolt from your crossbow. You can also aim more carefully by holding the right bump and then releasing it. Okay. At least we learned something. So it says hold this and it's not doing anything. Let's see. Left bump is this. If I equip the crossbow and then right bump now does it. Okay, so I see now how you have to do this. And those are just infinite regular bolts. And if I want the torch, I can do that with the right bump. Okay, so this makes sense. If you want to use these items, you've got to not have it as a sign. Or maybe you can still have it as a sign. You just have to select one first, and I'd never select one. Well, gee, the game never really made that apparent. I do not get these fishing nets. Are we anywhere close to a pond? Let's put away our weapon and start running. Trying to figure out a way to pick up items and not run into this whole slide issue. Like this. When I see it, I press it, it stops. Yes, I could be riding a horse. And yes, that would be ever so slightly faster. What was that? Here. Granite pelts. Might be picking up a few different items. Where are we going on the map? Yeah, we're going here into this city. Ooh, how are we gonna get into this city? That looks like a new style of plant. No. I guess it's alright if you slide. I guess you won't fall to your death that way. Is there some secret entrance down here? Who would have guessed? Well, there are some caves, but Let's not take the cave entrance unless we have to. There might be monsters in there.
Pretty damn hot.
Wonder why he said that. Let me into this city. Don't have me fall off the edge. This is like a fortress. I think the Bloody Baron is actually in this fortress and I'm running around some storyline. There's a bridge. Quest update, find the Baron. Really? Oh, so I did go to this place and looks like there's another entrance over there. We'll use that one. So accidentally achieving quests yet again. Watch, this guy's not gonna let us through. Oh, really? No problem. So my plan here is we know the Baron wants his daughter. Let's try to negotiate some free information and a good fee to actually find his daughter. So his wife and his daughter are missing. Interesting. Hey, it's a pig! We have pigs in the game now. I like that. It's kind of weird we haven't seen any before then, but...
Way to work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought home a bucket of peelings yesterday, the feast we had.
So they're selling pots.
Baron finds out someone's stealing food for the pigs.
The guy's whistling like a fool. So far, I've spent about 2 minutes in the town and not killed anyone. That's pretty good for a Witcher.
Where are you getting garlic these days?
Heard about that too.
Is this the tavern? Nope, just somebody's house. I don't think I do too well in this fantasy world, walking into people's houses. Is this the tavern? Nope. Quit asking. You're confused. I'd be the village idiot, I think. I'd have to be, wouldn't I? Just, I would dance around for people's entertainment. Yeah. Maybe I could get upgraded to being a jester of some king's court. Alright, how do we get higher?
She'd bring nourishment anytime one of us fell ill. Always out.
Making me a slingshot. Gonna hunt bears. Mum said if I'm good, she'll send me on the trail of treats.
We're looking. Check out this map. There's something weird going on here. Okay, the road's over here. So I should just go straight. The layout of this city is a little strange.
Taking easy, not at all.
Ah, walk through this gate, and through that gate you see. Nobody here?
Halt! Who goes there?
Baron home?
Depends who's asking.
A Witcher. Want to talk to him?
Yeah. And I want to plough the lovely Queen Cero.
Seen this man before. In at the crossroads. You brought us around. As I recall, you were to go your separate way.
It led me here. Gotta talk to the Baron.
Oh, aye? What about?
Something important. His ears only.
Fine. Lodrin, let him in. If he makes any trouble, well, we outnumber him.
Open the gate. Sergeants! Ardle! Witcher, to see the Baron. Don't want no disturbances. That clear?
What do you think?
So this is paying off that pint.
Guard called you a sergeant. You a Temerian soldier?
Not your concern, mate.
Deserter.
Temerian army don't exist no more.
So what are you all doing here?
Had a choice after the Black Ones thrashed us. Let it lie and try to lead normal lives, or continue to resist, join the guerrillas and fight for our beloved Temeria till death do us part. We chose the former.
And the Baron your commander?
Yeah, commander.
So they're resistance. I thought they were the Nilfgaardian people.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Your mate split the loot between them long ago. That's what I would have done. And you, shut it now.
So this
Save
seems
the
like
strength,
mostly just a
die with
pack of
sword.
bandits. Not really a trying to keep law and order.
In Fasima, now those were balls. Attended a few, me and my Annie. Oh, how we danced, how we twirled, ha ha ha!
Ooh!
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hey!
Enough. I don't care how you do it, but the deliveries must be weekly.
Won't you stay for tea?
No. Besides, you've another guest.
Look at that. Didn't even stay for tea. In spite of all that blabbering about how cultured the nation is. I know who you are. Believe I also know why you've come. We'll talk inside.
It's funny, gave you a dialogue choice and that you got one word
Make
out.
yourself at home. Hey, where'd I put the bloody vodka? Ah, there it is. A snifter.
Why not?
Is he gonna
A man
poison me?
after my own heart.
It wouldn't work on a Witcher.
Foltest dead and Natalis whereabouts unknown. Bloody hell. Who's a loyal Temerian to drink to these days?
Himself and his company?
Good enough. To the matter at hand. I'm Philip Strenger. Now the Blobtits round here call me the Bloody Baron.
Geralt of Rivia. Blobtits call me the Butcher of Blaviken.
I said already, I know who you are. Truth be told, it's the only reason we're talking. How do you like it here in Velen?
It's pretty awful.
I don't. Swamps, bogs, marshes everywhere.
Exactly. Someone loses their way around here, he becomes damn hard to find.
What are you getting at?
Many have lost loved ones here. Some their wives, others their daughters.
Get to the point already.
Ciri, that's why you've come, isn't it?
So she was here.
She showed up some time ago, exhausted, wounded, and stinking like a soaked hound after a hard hunt. Later, I learned she'd come from the swamp. Said some beasts from the woods attacked her before she could reach the village.
When you play as Ciri, you cannot access your inventory or use signs. Okay, so I was really surprised we're seeing two flashbacks so close together when we really haven't seen a flashback except for the dream at the very beginning of the game. But now they've changed it up, and instead of just being a cutscene flashback, we're gonna play as Ciri. This is interesting.
That was close. I must leave this place.
So I guess I could gather ingredients. I don't know what the point of gathering ingredients would be. I suppose it's worth checking. No, we can just see the map. We can't do any alchemy or anything. Will I get these items I pick up in this flashback?
She needs help.
Oh, that was cool. I don't know what that was. She has a different set of spells.
You can come down. Hello there. Are you lost?
A little, I guess. Are you?
Yes. Though also just a little.
Does that mean you know which way to go?
Not quite. Not yet. But I'm sure we'll find the way if we set off together.
What happened to you?
This? It's nothing. How did you wind up here?
My father brought me. Told me to follow the trail of treats and eat my fill. He said he would wait. So I started down the trail, but then I saw a butterfly, and I ran to catch it, and I lost my way.
You and your father, when did you leave home?
This morning.
And did the sun warm your face or your back?
It warmed my back.
So we must go east. Come, I'll walk you home. And explain to your parents that they must not lose their children in the woods.
We can't go home because of the Wolf King and his pack.
The Wolf King?
No kings among wolves.
These have one.
And you've seen him?
Yes. I mean, no. From behind a tree. He was huge, with giant eyes and great fangs, and he was terribly, disgustingly horrific.
See what I've got on my back? Wolves fear it. Kings do too. Come, I'll help you up.
This is cool. Now she doesn't have both swords. Which is a little weird. So she has like 3 spells, and the fact that we see the 3 spells pretty much indicates to me we're going to be playing as Ciri at some point in the future.
Wolves! Quick!
better job of dodging. Her dodge move is like magic. I have no food though. I don't know how many of these, how many hits I can take. Oh, fortunately her health is recovering. Let's go in this area. Hey, the sprint move is, let's see, loot. We're picking up raw meat, which would normally help, like wolf's liver and all that. But I don't know if any of this is going to be handed over to Geralt at the end of the story.
You can come out now. Massacred by something with immense claws.
So it sounds like a Lycan, a werewolf, is leading this wolf pack. I don't know if wolves would follow a werewolf.
Look! There's something there.
Wait here. Don't come any closer.
But...
No buts. Stay here. I must see something.
It'd be funny if her father turns out to be a werewolf and he was trying to get her and turned
Still
into one
moist.
too.
He died recently.
That wouldn't make any sense, though. If you were a
Lips
werewolf and you wanted
parted
your
and
daughter
bloated.
to be one, you'd scratch her yourself.
Clear through his tongue. Immense pain before death. His chest is crushed. Ribs probably pierced his lungs. Something picked him up and threw him against the tree.
I don't like the way this story's going.
Something tore his leg off. No, gnawed it off.
Ew, that's horrible.
Stay there, and look away. What's this? Marrow's missing. Interesting.
We've noticed that the belly is at the very bottom. So they specifically had an order. They wanted you to look at these things.
Let's see. His liver's gone.
Why are you digging through his belly?
Would you mind making certain your laces are tied? The Wolf King's no fantasy, it seems. Except he's a werewolf.
What happened to him?
He had a fall.
I bet. The Wolf King got him.
When did children get so smart?
What will we do when the Wolf King finds us?
Good question. I've no silver, but I can make a blade oil.
Oil? You mean like we make from rapeseed?
No, a far more special oil. Of dog tallow, wolf's bane, fool's parsley, and wolf's liver. The Wolf King will feel terrible, terrible pain.
You're smart. How do you know these things? Did your father teach you?
Not my father. My uncle. Uncle Vesemir.
Okay. Dog tallow. And foot parsley. I think we already have several other things. Suppose we're just gonna follow this path.
That? Wolves.
Hide! Quickly!
The dodging mechanic's not the best. It moves you too far.
They're gone.
And it doesn't react very fast.
Come up bad. The Wolf King will be angry.
This is really the level of...
Do parents often send their children out to follow the sweets?
Sometimes they send their children. Sometimes...
Belly's all in blood. Clawed open. No wolves did this.
Yeah, I cut off the conversation there. Sorry.
All right. I have everything. Now for a spot where I can build a fire and brew the oil in peace.
So I bet I can make this oil at the end of the story.
What are you doing?
Greasing my blade. We'll see just how effective Uncle Vesemir's formulae are.
So that's what she said joke in there somewhere. So I assume the oil is now on my blade, since I can't get to the inventory to test that. But she only has a silver witcher sword on her back right now, so that means she can't attack any armored humans that well. And in fact, we're, I think, using the wrong blade even to attack the wolves. At least the witcher always pulls his regular sword to attack the wolves. Follow her. How can I follow her when she's so slow? There was an article, I started to say this, about how if you start running, the people you're following or that are following you will start running. It's not quite that smooth.
This way, through the cave.
You lead.
I mean, you can watch, I'm bumping right into her. I have to get right in front of her before it speeds up. And so it transfers from me following
It's a bit dark.
Afraid?
Are you?
to her following,
I'm not
and
either.
then running into the back of me. I would think simple programming would fix this. Just make sure it's always a certain distance away, ahead.
What?
The Wolf King, now do you believe me?
I do. Hide!
Is the little girl working with the werewolf? Did she just symbol? Send a signal to him? Oh, that was easy enough. That was too easy.
Why, you really give him a drubbing. Never seen anything like it.
Girl, you can come out now. Come on. You're lucky we came this way. Found someone far less fortunate in the forest.
Aaron, must be. We was returning from Midcops when the brute attacked. I managed to flee, but Yaren...
The little one. No details.
We need to go to the village.
You have bandages at home? Some spirit? He laid a claw or two on me, unfortunately.
I've not, miss, but my lord, he's a powerful man. He's sure to help you. Might even reward you for cutting the werewolf down.
Very well. Lead us to your lord.
A few hours later, I was expecting the girl to turn into a werewolf. I still half expect her to.
Just who do you think you brought me, man? That's not me daughter.
And the little one?
Neither, damn it! I think I'd know my own child.
Well, might not be yours, the older one, but you've got to admit the likeness. That's downright striking. So, any chance for that reward?
You'll not see one fucking copper. Get out before I set my hands on you.
I guess this is the logic of eating really fast before you get kicked out.
So, stew any good?
Very. Thank you. I'd not eaten in...
Clear to see. I'm pleased you like it. Had them prepare a bath for you once you've eaten. And you could do with some sleep. Gretka in the nook behind the hearth. You in the guest room opposite the kitchen.
Thank you.
Shh. Eat now. We'll speak once you've rested.
Preparing to skip bath scenes. Up.
So I ordered my men to watch her and left her to rest.
And?
Ah, a topic for another time.
I'll get what you're after. I want to... This was the plan. We were gonna offer to save the daughter and the wife. Tell me it's important to talk. There's no real reason to rush. Let's ask where Gretka is.
The little girl who showed up here with Ciri. What happened to her?
Gretka. She's safe and sound. Helps out in the kitchen. Ciri told me of the girl's parents, what they decided. So I decided not to send the lass home. She's fed here. A roof over a warm corner she calls her own. She wants for nothing.
What happened to Ciri?
I've told you already. A topic for another time.
Darn it. Thought I might be able to trick him. Let's offer the help.
Take it you won't give me this information for free.
Sharp you are. I regret your loss. Commiserate. But you see, it so happens my wife and daughter are missing as well. I propose an exchange. Find my loved ones, and I shall tell you about the girl you seek. All I know.
How do I know I can trust you?
Thing is, can I trust you? What guarantees do I have?
None whatsoever. Only my word.
So, deal.
Fine. I'll help you. I'll find your family. But then you'll give me every bit of information you have.
We're not gonna
You have
find
my
Ciri
word.
for a while. It's pretty obvious.
Guard! This man's under my protection. No one's to bother him in any way. Don't stare, I've not grown horns. Treat it as a token of my good faith.
When do you see them last?
They vanished after the new moon, as if whisked away by shadows.
What do you mean, vanished?
Precisely that. I awoke one morn to find them gone.
You try to search for them?
Sent men out right away, but they're not suited to it. It's one thing to rip up floorboards in search of a peasant's last sack of grain. Finding a living person, they just don't know how. Besides, Velen's naught but swamps and marshy woodland. Plenty of hard to find nooks. If you're looking to hide someone, this is the place.
Got any enemies? Here's a good question.
This place. Must be hard to be the only two women here.
This place? What do you mean? I wanted for nothing here. Pheasant for dinner? Not a problem. Blue ribbons from Toussaint? Say the word.
Had your men in mind. Their company. Sure your wife and daughter weren't being harassed?
My men are a horde of horsens, but they know their place. One of them so much as looked at Anna or Tamara crosswise, I'd cut him down like a dog.
Okay.
Maybe they were kidnapped. Got any enemies?
None worth mentioning. Worthless little pricks and angry peasants is all. None would dare raise a finger against my family. Any who might have, they've been eating dirt long since.
Noticed anything unusual recently?
Anything unusual happen before they disappeared? They act differently, do anything strange?
Unusual? No. Well, not long ago, peasants came to complain that a beast had ravaged a woman by the well. Devoured another lass before her. Common occurrences in Velen. And my women, Anna, quiet as a mouse as ever, and Tamara, occupied with her things, nothing unusual.
Things?
I'll need to know a lot more than that. Can I see their rooms?
What for?
I need clues. Anything to latch onto.
I'll not let a stranger pore through their belongings.
Want me to find them or not?
I do.
Then let me work.
Fine. But I shall go with you. The doors are locked.
Did that sword just bend when he got up? Man, you get more gold and experience by having a conversation than you do by killing.
When she was a babe, my daughter loved animals. Saw a deer trophy on a wall once. Do you know what she asked?
Haven't got a clue.
Papa, is that deer's wump on the other side of the wall? You see it there? What's a trophy?
Use some hair of the hound.
I pity any bastard who's hurt her. I'll flay him alive. Here it is. Damn it! Jammed again. Bedchamber. Tamara's room is there. Try not to make a mess. For their return, I want everything to be as they left it.
Okay.
Wooden candlestick. Stem's broken.
I don't think I'd be looting this guy. I don't think that would be a smart idea. Is this a plant?
Fresh flowers. He expects them to return any minute. Takes hope.
So I was of kind of the thought that maybe he drove them off. And I still kind of wonder about it. But it doesn't seem like he realizes that. Well, here we've got something I can't interact with. Let's see.
Walls a different color. Something used to hang here. That painting? Right size.
What painting?
The Baron and his wife. Look happy enough. What's this? Gotta wonder who wanted to hide the hole. And what's on the other side. gets interesting. Piece of wood looks like the stem of that candlestick. No coincidence there. Fight might have happened here. I'll look for clues.
A fight. Here's some
deep nicks, hit with a heavy object.
Yeah, maybe the Baron killed them in a fit of rage.
Huh. Rest of the candlestick. And wine stains. Somebody smashed a bottle. From Toussaint. Yeah, Herveloos. Scent hasn't died. Wonder where it'll lead me.
Oh, we're following a scent now. It goes right out this door.
Ploughing hangover.
And then it goes down here to this board.
Damn, trail breaks off. Could find something else though.
Talisman.
Spruce wood. Smells of juniper incense. Some sort of folk talisman. Protective. Question is, against what? Won't find much else here.
So is this the little girl's room? Doesn't look like it.
Damn ugly for a doll. The kind you'd stick with pins to hurt someone.
You think they were doing voodoo? Does voodoo really exist in this world? Letter to Tamara. I think we need the loot.
Incense. And an old key. Wonder what it unlocks. Anise. Sandalwood. And something else. Saffron.
So, yeah, by looting I have found more evidence. So the thought... that story could have gone a lot different if I had just followed the quest blindly and not paid attention. We're getting a scent of saffron here. It is coming back down this direction.
One fucked up face.
It's kind of funny, there's a little bit of saffron in that, but there's some more saffron over here. Is there anything to see this direction? No, I'm not seeing even items that you can loot in this room.
Fake! Well, bring out the gimp.
Think the gimp's sleeping.
Well, guess you'll just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Baron's guard comes this way. This is a huge mess of stuff that I could loot later. I unlocked it assumedly with that key. And some kind of magic.
An altar. So, the eternal fires made it to Velen.
So she was worshipping the eternal fire.
An altar. So, the eternal fires made it to Velen.
If I'm gonna loot, I might as well loot. Again, I wish you could just hold down the A button and it draw a circle around the area and loot everything. And I don't care if that takes 30 seconds or more to actually draw that circle. Just trying to line yourself up around all these items to loot them is not great, particularly in The Witcher, because there's a certain distance that's too far and there's a certain distance that's too close. And then we're getting some remnants of, let's see, things that I can't reach them because there's a bucket in the way. Is it really worth it? No. Might as well just check this area too. It seems to be grouping these things too, which makes it very strange that you'll still get some that seem highlighted to your Witcher's senses even after you've looted them. Spirits, Baron Henchman. So this does feel much more like the Eternal Flame had something to do with this. I may quickly become overburdened. Encumbered, or whatever it is. Over encumbered. Is over encumbered a word? Or is it just encumbered? I think it's double redundant to say over encumbered. But yeah, just look at this, the way it's working. Let's get close to it, but not too close to it. This is like the treasury, I think. Or is that just grain? Might be the only thing worth taking in this place. I'm not gonna steal right in front of those guys, just on the small chance that they do actually decide to.
I need a good plow.
Get upset about it.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
So instead of not moving anything, I am taking everything. Was that a key I found? This does not really fill. So I think I've found see what this room is. I can't. It's locked. Let's talk to the Baron about what we found.
Poking around.
Found a doll.
Found a doll in Tamara's room. Tell me about it.
What could possibly be so interesting about a doll, Witcher?
Looks like it might have been used for some sort of black magic. Where'd Tamara get it?
Black magic? Are you balmy? I made it for her. She was 4, perhaps 5 winters old. We were in Vizima on market day, and she saw the sorceress, Triss Merigold. Insisted she must have a doll just like her. Couldn't afford a thing of that sort, so I made the doll with my own hands.
This is Triss. No offense, but not great with your hands, are you?
Why don't you take some wooden rags, see what image of a grown woman you can come up with?
Okay, so his daughter is magical, and Triss was talking to her through the doll, it sounds like. Let's ask about...
Whole landing smells of wine. Tell me anything about that?
One of the lads, must be. Lushies, one and all.
Give your men Ervalus?
Oh, damn it. I might have spilled it. I told you I was good and marinated that night. What does it matter? Stench of wine and plenty of corn around the castle.
So, if he was drunk, maybe he did attack them.
Found signs of a fight in the room. Know anything about that?
A fight? What are you talking about?
Someone was attacked. Probably your wife or daughter. Whoever it was tried to defend themselves with a candlestick. Missed the attacker. Punctured the wall instead. They tussled too.
I don't know nothing about this. That night, I was drunk. Don't remember a thing. They were gone by the time I awoke.
Doubt we were the only ones in the castle. Maybe one of your men heard something?
3 times I asked those bastards if they'd seen anything, heard anything. Nothing! Not a one of them!
Know anything about this amulet?
Recognize this amulet?
Yes. Anna began wearing it a time ago.
Any idea where she got it?
None.
Any witches or cunning women in the area?
A Pella. Old Coop lives near Blackbow. And there's a cunning woman in Midcopse, but I know little about her. She's only recently arrived. If Anna were to see someone, she'd choose the Pella, not the woman. Anna was wary of strangers, newcomers.
Ought to have a chat with this Peller.
Fair warning, he's a hard man to talk to. Rumour has it he killed his own father with an axe as a lad, then went batty. Now they say he sees ghosts and ploughs his goat.
Not really interested in his hobbies. Just want to ask about the amulet.
The Hound. Got any vodka?
Game saved. 150 experience points. Character entry, the Peller. Do we get to see what the guy looks like? If we go to characters, let's see. The Peller. Oh, we do get to see what he looks like. But for some reason we don't know what Tamaria, the daughter, or Anna, the mother, look like. Just pictures. Find the Peller's hut.
Rubble. Rubble everywhere.
And the Baron just goes back to where he was. I don't know why I was following him per se. Let's get out of this area. Nope. Wrong doorway. This way.
Could use some hair of the Hound. just married. If I want to plough some peasant lass, I will.
So it doesn't seem like any of his men are gonna talk, but it seems very likely that he just got drunk and chased them off. Let's see. I can use this to make my sword sharper.
What are you doing? What are you dropping there? Oi, lads, fancy an outfit
And
behind
I
that
think
shit?
one of these
You look familiar.
is going to be
I'm talking about the
merchant.
shrieker, wreaking havoc in the peasants' coops now.
Are you barmy? Oh,
Where's
got us
the
a
merchant?
hero looking to save the common folk.
Quartermaster.
Fancy a gander at our little stockpile. We've gathered ourselves quite the collection. Why let such nice things waste away in peasant huts?
Ooh, Gwent. And
See ya.
so we have Gwent and a shopkeeper there. And then we have our
How can I help you?
blacksmith here. Interesting accent.
Interesting lilt in your voice. You originally from Skellige?
Ardskellig. Spent my whole childhood in Holmstein.
Why'd you leave?
Always had a liking for the smithy. I'd sit there all day taking things in. The heat of the furnace, the smell of the hot steel, the pounding hammers. At 17 winters, my dad told me he could teach me no more. Sent me out there into the world, bid me to hone my craft. A few years on, I had my master crafting papers. Then the war broke out and I landed here.
So I can play some Gwent with this one too. So let's end with a game of Gwent on this character. And then we'll start next episode with a game of Gwent on the other character. But in the meantime, I'm going to do all kinds of shopping in between off screen.
Up for a few rounds of
Because it takes a long time. I think we could probably look at their inventory. Let's just start the game. I still don't have any new better cards. Are we gonna be able to just play Gwent over and over again? Let's see, type bind. That would be great if I had another one of those cards, but I don't think I do. Alright. There's a whole section here for other special cards too. So I guess I want to scare him and play this. That was supposed to be type bind. Adds +1 to all units in this row, excluding itself. Alright. So if I place this here, he'll be at 9. And I don't have any more I can do. He's played 2 cards, I've played 2 cards. This card is one of the special commands. Put +1 moral, -3 to hearing. I don't think hearing is really a stat. And didn't look like any of these are special cards. Plays on your opponent's battlefield, counts towards opponent, and draw 2 cards from your deck. So that's an interesting card. As a spy. I'm not ready to give this up though. Let's see. Strength of all siege combat down. Strength of all close combat down. Let's play this, yes. What was that? What? What in the world was that? Muster. Find any cards of the same name in your deck and play them immediately. Ericus. And then a fiend. So these guys, I don't know what their default attack is, but that's pretty crazy. And then Muster, Ericus Beamoth of 6. I'm gonna play one of these. Now it's a tie. Now it's pointless. Let's see what, let's check our leader ability. Fog card. Pick an impenetrable fog and play it instantly. Let's try that. I think that only made it worse for me. Vampire Bruce. Several other cards from the deck. Wow! I'm getting my butt handed to me in Gwent. Let's look at this. They have muster for vampires too. Ooh. So every single one of these vampires then gets played. It's 19-4. There's literally nothing more I could do that would help. But I think I've played, their muster ability has caused them to use a lot of their cards. So let's pass. Maybe they'll play some more cards. They'll probably just pass though and win. So they've got tons of stuff. Why is this guy staying? Leader ability. Was that what he just played this first turn, was this? I thought you could only play one card. How, what? Double the strength. It doesn't make any sense. Siege cards. I should have played this at the end. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. So I can't play this card. So I have to just start playing like this. Oh. This will work well then. I'm going to just use this and then pass and win this turn. Darn! Has like the Northern Realm ability. Let's see. I'm gonna place this to see if he has any siege cards to play. What is that? That's like a legendary. Hero not affected by special cards or abilities. Lesion. Oh man. They have raised the difficulty level here. I need him to basically pass. Let's see. unless he does something to himself. So I can place this on this and draw 2 cards. Another hero card. And let's see. He passed. I can play Impenetrable Fog for no reason. I can play this for no reason. And I can play this for no reason. And I was defeated 20 crowns. First Gwent defeat.
Ah!
Oh, see, they just walk into you when you get back into the game.
How can I help you?
What are you selling? What's good?
So, lesser glyphs, some more new lesser glyphs, a new diagram for something. Looks like we could get some feathers, which might help us make some stuff. Are any of these items, let's see, going to be helpful as far as the armor? I don't think you really need to buy armor at the shop. I don't think you're gonna find something helpful. These seem all to be pretty low. Saddlebags would be nice. We have 434 stuff. So that's what she's got to sell.
Take care now.
And
How may I assist you?
let's talk to this guy. What would you say to a round of Gwent? I can talk to that guy and play Gwent again too, so wow. We've got all kinds of Gwent to play. Is that going to be the new standard? Is that we
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
can just play Gwent with every single person that is a shopkeeper, blacksmith, or anything like that? It doesn't particularly look like. Let's see, left trigger for player stats. Oh yeah, that's really helpful. This big old text to screen text. It doesn't look like anything he's selling is that helpful. There are some items that would be worth buying, but they're very expensive if I have to buy them. And then we don't, I think, have anything new to craft. I will let you know. Looking for a master armor.
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Could it? Question mark.
Comfortable, strong, and light'll do just fine.
Ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Tordaroch used on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Tordaroch folk made the best.
Notice
Until
that she
last
has
year,
the same
when a
necklace as
giant
the
ravaged
herbalist.
their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
Know where the forge is?
These legends mention where the forge might be.
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
New quest. That's nice.
Oi lads, fancy an outing to
The
find that
standing jump with slight progression. So weird.
ship? I'm talking about the Shrieker.
Let's talk to the quartermaster and see what
Fancy a
he
gander
has,
at our little stockpile.
and then we will call it an episode.
Show me what you got.
He doesn't have a lot of stuff. It seems he might have a crossbow that is better than mine. I'll have to do some experimentation. And he's got a couple of quint cards, probably worth purchasing. But that is the only thing he really has. Let's see, a map to find some Witcher gear. That will be cool. So yeah, we've got 2 games of Gwent to play.
See ya.
I'll start next episode with another game of Gwent. Why not? In the middle time, we will do some shopping and not do any of that stuff on air. It's pointless to record it. It's just me sitting and reading and being quiet. So that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll make some more progress next time. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media site, I have links down below in the description for a bunch of them. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.